She's just delayed somewhere. Maybe she's helping a friend or one of the guests is having problems. Their first stop was Vanessa Green's house. The bride-to-be met them at the door, still half asleep from the previous evening. When the detectives explained the reason for their visit, she immediately woke up completely. Sybil is missing? But how? She left us around midnight saying she was walking home. It's only a 20-minute walk, Vanessa said fearfully. Tell us more about last night, Shaw asked. Well, we got together at my place at 7 in the evening. There were 7 of us girls. We made dinner, played games, and discussed the wedding. Sybil was in a great mood, helping everyone and laughing. Vanessa paused. She had a couple of glasses of wine, but she was perfectly sober when she left. She even offered to help me clear the dishes, but I said I could manage. Did she mention any problems at home or at work? No, on the contrary. She talked about how well she got along with her mother-in-law and that she and Dylan were thinking about having children. She said she was very happy. The detectives obtained a list of all the bachelorette party attendees and their contact information. Interviewing the other friends did not yield any new information. They all said that Sybil was in a good mood and that nothing seemed out of the ordinary. The route from Vanessa's house to the Ray family home ran through quiet residential streets. The detectives drove along it, stopping at every house where the lights were on or there were signs of nighttime activity. But none of the neighbors they interviewed had seen Sybil that night. By evening, the search had yielded no results. Hospitals and morgues reported no admissions of women matching her description. Sybil's cell phone was still unavailable, and attempts to track it showed that the last signal was received around midnight from a cell tower serving the area around Vanessa's house. The detectives returned to Ray's house to report on the investigation. Dylan met them at the door with hope in his eyes, but when he saw their faces, he knew there was no good news. We interviewed all the bachelorette party guests and residents in the area, Callista reported. Your wife did leave Vanessa's house around midnight and headed home. After that, her trail goes cold. Dorothea, sitting in the living room with a cup of tea, sobbed. What could have happened to her? She's so careful. She never talks to strangers on the street. We're continuing the search, Shaw assured her. Tomorrow morning we'll bring in additional resources and check the surveillance cameras in the area. So far, we haven't found any signs of violence or coercion. Dylan hugged his mother, and both looked confused and frightened. There was nothing suspicious about their behavior, only genuine concern for their loved one. As they left the house, the detectives exchanged opinions. So far, it looked like an accident or a random crime. The family seemed perfect, and Sybil's disappearance was a total shock to everyone who knew her. The call came in on Wednesday morning,